A pleasant day to all of you. I am Leia Mitutor Agay, and I hope you can lend your ears and time for my presentation. The Philippines is situated in the Western Pacific Ocean. It consists of about 7,641 islands that is broadly categorized under three main geographical divisions from north to south: Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. That is bounded by the South China Sea to the west, the Philippine Sea to the east, and the Celebes Sea to the southwest. And now, let's talk about the Philippine foreign policy. In comparison with other countries in the region, the Philippines in its policies distinguishing four major characteristics. First, the Philippines has been more dependent for trade, investment, credit, and military assistance in one power over a longer period than any other Southeast Asian state, meaning to say that despite the growing intrusion of Japan into the region, the Philippines remains most tightly linked with the U.S. It is, of course, the only ex-colony of the U.S. in region with a cultural as well as structural legacy. Second, as a consequence of the first point and despite the abrupt changes of regime type in 1972 and 1986, there has not been a full foreign policy restructuring. Third, helping to sustain a unique relationship and fostering special perceptions of the external environment in the Philippines' geographical separation from other Asian countries. And fourth, distinguishing characteristic is that, with the possible exception of Burma or for a time Cambodia, the Philippines in the region, measured in terms of ability to maintain order, implement decisions, and extract resources, with only the early martial law years being at the variance from that pattern. This manifests in foreign policy by the weakness of the bureaucracy, the child of patronage politics. As a result, the policy process has been easily affected by the pressures of intra-elite rivalries, organized interests, both foreign and domestic, and the intrusions of elected politicians, their business friends, and their wives. In short, the main objective of foreign policy is to use diplomacy, talking, meeting, and making agreements to solve international problems. Through the years, the DFA has been guided by the three pillars of the Philippine foreign policy. These are preservation and enhancement of national security, promotion and attainment of economic security, and protection of the rights and promotion of the welfare and interests of Filipino overseas. And now, let's talk about the economic policies in the Philippines. The Philippines economy is considered as one of the most dynamic economies in East Asia and the Pacific, due to the fact that Philippines exercises its regulatory authority. Hence, when it comes to the Philippine economic policy, there are different types such as monetary policies, fiscal policies, supply-side policies, microeconomics policies, labor market policies, and tariff or trade policies. Thus, Philippine economic policy is expected to be supportive of growth and inflation rate of 5.2% in year 2018 and slowing in 2019 with a rate of 2.5%. Respecting our central bank target of 2.5, inflation rate should be decreased to 1.7% in 2020 and increased to 2.9% in 2021. The economic growth in the Philippines has been done by economic industries in the present issue, which is coronavirus disease, that the persistence of policies that have failed to stimulate to the most important role played by elites in Philippine politics in society. That's all. Thank you.